You're going to love this. On the Avata 2, you're going to get slow motion in 100 frames per second in 4K. This update for the Avata 2 is absolutely amazing. And you get a whole bunch of other stuff in this firmware upgrade as well, so let's get to it. G'day friends. The Avata 2 used to do 60 frames per second in 4K slow motion, but now it does 100 frames per second if you upgrade the firmware, so that's the first thing you have to do. There's a few steps, but it's not too difficult. But the first thing you have to do is make sure you have the DJI Assist 2 app before you go any further. Otherwise your upgrade won't work. And the version you're looking for is v2.1.21. If you go to DJI.com downloads, that's a good place to start. So you follow the instructions, follow the prompts, upgrade your firmware on your drone. Also make sure you do it on the goggles and do it on the controller as well. And once that's done, apart from the 100 frames per second slow motion, you do have other options that come with this firmware as well. You can now use the Motion Controller 2 and Goggles 2 with the Avata 2, as opposed to having to upgrade like you had to before. So if you have an Avata 1 and you have Integra goggles or Goggles 2, or as I said, the Motion Controller 2, you can now use those with the Avata 2. So that makes it much more attractive to upgrade. If you have the Avata 1 and you have all this other gear, you don't have to buy all this gear again, you can just buy the drone by itself. And I also forgot to mention it'll work with the FPV RC2 controller as well, so that's a big win as well. And as I mentioned, it's much cheaper to upgrade if you've got all that other gear. It's only $489 US. That's a hell of a lot better than paying over $1,000. Now with this upgrade, if you're using Goggles 3 with the Avata 2, you'll also get the use of D-Log M color mode as well, so you can color correct your footage a hell of a lot better. Also, if you're using Light Cut to edit your footage, which DJI obviously recommend you do, you'll also get the Sky VFX feature, which is really, really cool. And what this software does means you can overlay cockpits, or you can overlay text, you can overlay different effects, and heaps of other things that come with that software that's now part of that upgrade. And in the DJI Store app, there's a new flight scenario unlocked for the virtual training. So now when you do virtual flying, you've got a new scenario you can do more training with. So if you're thinking about upgrading from the Avata 1 and the Avata 2, I've done a comparison video right here that will really help you out, and I'll see you there.